Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another random match here on WWE 2K16. Now today we have another two guys from our recently released Legends Pack downloadable content. We're going to see Dusty Rhodes taking on Rowdy Roddy Piper. So both of these guys, again, I think will be put into our retro roster for now. Not quite sure what else we'll do with them. I do have plans to maybe use Dusty Rhodes in the current day roster, or maybe NXT for a small period of time coming up. That's a storyline option that I've been sort of developing now for a while. And Rowdy Roddy Piper, I'm thinking Piper could be used in the Attitude Era, because he was part of the Attitude Era, of course, over in WCW. So there is the opportunity we could do that. But also I do have an idea to use him as well as part of a storyline in one of our other brands. So I have to keep an eye out for that one. And here comes Dusty Rhodes. I don't recall having Dusty Rhodes on any of these games before, so that's another pretty good addition. And based on what happened last year as well, I'm going to imagine that all these guys that are being released as DLC this year will probably be on next year's game anyway, because the models are there, why not use them? And let's see how these two guys act in the ring. Like I said, I do have plans for Roddy Piper. And I have plans for Dusty as well, really. We're dropping the retro roster in the next few weeks. I want to try and make sure that all these guys that are being released, we do get some sort of use out of, and it'll be a waste not to. So yeah, it's going to be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. What I've got in mind for Roddy Piper is going to be pretty good, actually. I'm really looking forward to bringing that in, but I'm waiting for a certain pay-per-view, which I don't know when it is, actually. I think it might be in a few months' time. So that's going to be a little bit of a slow burner. Maybe we could use it a little bit beforehand, though. That's definitely something we could try and do. And I don't really want to tell you guys, so I don't want to ruin what would be a surprise tag team partner or a surprise opponent, depends how you look at it. But and Rowdy Roddy Piper does come into the ring now. And again, it's another great addition to the roster, these two guys. And it is a shame that I am dropping the retro roster, because these two guys are perfect for it. And of course, once we get the next downloadable content, which involves the Bushwhackers, the Natural Disasters, Larry Zbyszko and Arn Anderson, our retro roster would have just completely been refilled again. So maybe we can bring the retro roster back in at some point. I have said that we will be probably doing a retro roster Royal Rumble and Wrestlemania as well, which I think is a pretty good idea. Why not? As the match begins. And I've actually got this in a WCW arena, the Clash of Champions WCW arena, which is pretty good. Both of these guys, of course, were in WCW. I don't think they were in WCW this sort of early to combine with the Clash of Champions, but still, I think the arena suits them quite well. And of course, Clash of Champions is going to be our one and only pay-per-view so far for the retro roster. Of course, like I said, we will bring them back for Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, just because I love Royal Rumble. And I might still bring them back and just do the odd pay-per-view here and there anyway, just to go through it all. Come back and do Survivor Series. Won't do any weekly shows in between. We'll just do Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, King of the Ring maybe as well. Big elbow drop there by Dusty Rhodes, now bringing Rowdy Roddy Piper back up to his feet. And sending him into that corner with such force that he comes bouncing back out. And Rhodes there with a big elbow across the chest. And Dusty Rhodes taking firm control of this match from the offset. Went for the chop, but quite agile move there by Roddy Piper to roll out of that. Now Piper throwing Roddy into the corner, big clubbing blow across the back, and there's another one as well. And a third, and I like the way I've noticed this. I thought it was just an issue with the screen when I first started playing the game, but the more chops you hit on your opponent, their chest starts to light up. You can see it there on Piper. His chest has started to go a little bit red where the chops have been. And I do quite like that idea. It's I know the hair's supposed to become messier through the match. I've not really noticed that myself before, actually, but that's supposed to be another thing they brought into this game. Piper there just crushing the head of Dusty Rhodes, now slamming him down to the ground. And I'm thinking we could just bring Dusty back into the current day roster just to be the manager of either Goldust or Stardust, maybe. That's something we could definitely do. And like I said, you guys might have to let me know, would you like to see Piper in the Attitude Era? Like I said, I'm going to be shutting down the Retro roster, so it's either have Piper in the Attitude or have him not at all. I think it'd be pretty good because, like I say, he was in WCW during the Attitude Era, so there's no reason why he shouldn't be. In fact, quite a lot of the Retro roster guys were in WCW during the Attitude Era. I think the likes of the Road Warriors might have even been there as well, so we could use them in the Attitude Era. Piper just choking Dusty Rhodes down now. The only problem I'm having with the Attitude Era at the moment is that I do have nearly 70 guys on the roster, and we're about to bring in the women's division pretty soon as well, which is obviously going to involve quite a few extra downloaded superstars. And there we go there, Dusty Rhodes in with a pin, 2, and Roddy Piper does kick out. Big knee across the back there by Rhodes. Piper with a snapmare and now just locking in the reverse chin lock on Dusty Rhodes. Dusty fighting back up to his feet, and there's a couple of big elbows to the stomach of Piper. And Piper goes back to a big rake to the eye and a low blow. The referee still allows it to go on. And I've even just realised the referee is actually wearing a different outfit for this arena. That's pretty good. That's something I would like to be able to change when you create your own arenas, is changing things like the referee's look and even the commentary team. Even if the commentary itself doesn't change, I would like to change who's actually sat at ringside. If we could have Joey the King Lawler and JR sat at ringside, that'd be great. There's Piper in with a pin here. It's only enough for a 2 count though. Piper the big punch, the side of the head of Dusty Rhodes there, it collapses. Piper with a kick to the stomach as well, and now Rhodes slowly getting back up to his feet. Piper now locking in the sleeper hold on Dusty Rhodes. Of course, submissions are not very good on this game, AI versus AI at the moment. I'm hoping that's something that 2K might fix with a patch pretty soon. I don't know if there are any more patches due. I should imagine there probably is, because there's still quite a few glitches. We did have a big patch recently, but I would hope we're going to have at least another one just to try and improve some of the stuff. I know they've apparently improved some of the tag team AI and bits like that, but I've not seen any major differences myself. I'm still having quite a few matches that I'm having to re-record because they end a bit dodgy. And I have a couple of people have asked me whether I'd ever consider doing this on Twitch, and I would consider doing the live stream on Twitch. Not that I've ever done it before, but the only problem would be with the amount of glitches and re-recordings I have to do. I don't know if it would work as well as hoped, but I could do it one night, I think. I've sort of had the idea of just doing one night of just recording random matches on Twitch and just having you guys suggest what you'd like to see. We'd record all the random matches there and then I could just cut them all together and upload them as individual matches into the playlist as suggested. That's something that I might try and do. Because I've never actually live streamed on Twitch, so it'd be... I'll have to set a whole account and everything up, but it'd be something that I would be willing to do. Dusty Rhodes now dropping a knee onto the back of the leg of Rowdy Roddy Piper. These two guys now fighting on the outside. And again, another low blow by Rowdy Roddy Piper. Piper's got a very interesting moveset that it's a little bit strange the referee is allowing everything to go that Piper's doing. Referee's up to a 7 count, I think, there, and Dusty just about getting back up to his feet and slides back into the ring. Piper now with a backdrop on Dusty Rhodes, and Dusty did dominate the early start of this match, but now it looks like Piper's starting to take control. Just wrenching the head of Dusty Rhodes. Named for the pin he goes once again. 1, 2. It's only enough for a 2 count. Piper with a big kick, and now Dusty with the signature elbow there to the head. In for the pin he goes. This could be all. 1, 2. And no, Piper does kick out. I thought Dusty might have stolen it there. Piper back up to his feet. Back elbow and Dusty Rhodes. Right to the eyes as well. And another big low blow. The referee still allowing all these low blows to go. I'm surprised by this. Piper now throwing Dusty into that corner face first. Now spins him round. And there's the running bulldog by Piper. Rolls Dusty over. In for the pin he goes. 1, 2. And it's still only enough for a 2 count. Piper can't believe it. Looks like there's an earthquake going on in my flat right now. The guy, my doorway is right underneath the guy upstairs washing machine, so I think he's washing his clothes because at the moment my entire flat is shaking. That's a bit of a strange one. And Dusty Rhodes up top now. Has Piper locked in. Is he going to go for a big superplex? He does. Piper crashes down to the ground below. That could be all. High impact move. 1, 2, and no. Roddy Piper kicks out once again. Dusty can't believe it. And can you blame him? Dusty now the big clubbing blow across the face of Piper, now just wrenching at the neck. Just trying to slow the pace of this one down now, Dusty. Slams Piper down. Brings him back up, and a big kick to the back of Rowdy Roddy Piper there by Dusty Rhodes. And there's a big elbow drop by Rhodes on Piper. In for the pin he goes. Could this be all? 1, 2, and no. Rowdy Roddy Piper grabs a hold of the bottom rope. Dusty Rhodes could not believe it. He thought he had this one won there and then. But Piper just still managing to hold on. And Dusty Rhodes with a big bionic elbow once again. And surely this time, that has got to be game, set, and match. No! Oh my god! Piper is an absolute resilient demon here. He is not going to stay down for nobody. And Dusty Rhodes is looking a little bit confused now what he can do. He's hitting with 2 bionic elbows, a superplex as well, and nothing so far has managed to keep the Scotsman down. Dusty now locking in a sleeper hold. Could we see a submission victory maybe? No, Piper with a jawbreaker to get free. Piper bringing Dusty back up. No. Send him into the turnbuckle. Spins him round. And another running bulldog from the corner. Piper now going for the pin. 1, 2, and no. Dusty Rhodes kicks out. What a great match this has been between these two. They're going to be 2 fantastic additions into our retro roster, and of course being used elsewhere as well. You see Dusty Rhodes now just wrenching back at the arm of Rowdy Roddy Piper, and again Piper slowly getting back up to his feet, and there's a big punch to the stomach of Dusty. And you can see Piper has been busted open during the second bionic elbow, I believe that was. Oh, massive right hand there by Dusty Rhodes. Continuing on with the strikes. And another sleeper hold here on Rowdy Roddy Piper. And again, Piper does break free with that jawbreaker. Clubbing blow across the back of Dusty Rhodes, and a big kick as well. Now Piper's lining Dusty up. And now Piper locking in a sleeper hold of his own. It's not enough though. Again, it's unfortunate when people have a submission finisher maneuver. It doesn't really help them out in this game too much, but you never know, you might still win by pin. 1, 2, and it's still only a 2 count. And again, Rowdy Roddy Piper lock it in. That sleeper hold submission. But again, it's still not enough to finish Dusty off. In for the pin he goes, though. This could be 1, 2, and no. Dusty Rhodes kicks out again. Wow. I tell you what, if we have this sort of match on our actual universe mode, this is the sort of match that we can have at WrestleMania. It's been absolutely fantastic quality. As Piper now taking Dusty up onto the top rope. What does Piper have planned? Oh, but Dusty breaks free, and a big elbow from the top rope. Now Dusty dropping an elbow into the inside of the knee of Piper as well. And now dropping a leg onto the knee of Piper. Clever moves here by Dusty, really doing the damage to Piper. And another massive elbow. Piper with a pin. Sorry, Dusty with a pin on Piper. And there you go, that's finally the victory. And it's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, who comes out on top here of Rowdy Roddy Piper. And what was an absolutely fantastic match. Can't wait to get both these guys into our universe mode now. Of course, we've already done the Big Boss Man versus Mr. Perfect match. We've got one more match to do from this Legends pack. That is going to be Lita versus Trish Stratus. I'm looking forward to that one as well. That should be uploaded straight after this. But as you can see, I think this entire Legends pack DLC is going to be a great addition into our game. And of course, if anyone else has any other random match suggestions for any of the guys you've seen here today, or anyone on the entire game, or even people that aren't on the game that I can get downloaded off the community creations, please let me know and I will try and get them done for you. Like I said, as I'm dropping a couple of the universe mode rosters, it's going to make it easier for me to get all these random matches recorded, because I know I do have a massive list still, and I've not done any in about a week or so because of obviously the recording of the G1 Climax Festival. But yeah, I think that's about it for this one. So thank you very much for watching. Of course, if you have enjoyed it, then be sure to hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. Makes the video easier to find, gets more views, channel grows, all that sort of lark. So it'd be absolutely great if you could help me out with that one. And of course, if you are new around here, then be sure to hit that subscribe button for a lot more WWE 2K16 footage. We've got these random matches, we've got the universe mode, and hopefully at some point the showcase and the career mode as well. And of course some other stuff that I'm doing. I'm doing Fallout 4 at the moment, as well as I should be starting a Minecraft series pretty soon as well, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.